Washington is scheduled to go offline, which means that the building will be repurposed for a different use within the school district means. I wouldn't anticipate any cuts because obviously we still have our students to serve academically, and so we're still going to have the sections and the class sizes that we currently have. Where Washington will be located is something that is yet to be determined by the school board once the referendum passes. I think probably for a variety of reasons. It's an old building. You don't find 3-story elementaries built much more these days. There are some inefficiencies in that. Kids having to go up and down a variety of staircases to get to a specialist program, the loss of instructional time that comes with that. It's also we're over capacity and not able to serve students here the way that we would like to, in addition to the location of Washington is a very dangerous location with the streets that are around and the traffic flow. So I think for a variety of reasons, it just made sense that Washington would be a building that would be repurposed for a different use.
Okay, one of the reasons that they're doing this is for overcrowding. When we went to all-day, everyday kindergarten, I'm not sure if you've seen the portables outside of some of the buildings. There's a lot of space issues. So what they'll be doing is the students at Willow Creek, the 6th grade, will essentially go over to the junior high. They'll add on to the junior high, so it'll become a 6th through 8 building, which does two things. One, it eliminates one of the extra transitions. You know how you go from 5th to 6th?
Yep.
Then you go from 6th up to junior high. It'll eliminate a transition, but then it'll also relieve some of that overcrowding because then Willow Creek then will become one of the elementary buildings. Well, we'll obviously still have 6th grade students that need teachers and paraprofessionals and educational assistants and such. So when the 6th graders go over to the junior high, the staff will go to that as well, and it'll become a 6-8 building with that staff having moved over. Well, one of the things that we're really blessed with at Willow Creek is a lot of property. We're sitting on 62, 63 acres here. So with Willow Creek, it's easy to make an addition on here. So they'll make an addition onto Willow Creek. It'll then become a K through 5 building. Okay. And then they'll make an addition onto the junior high, and then that'll become a 6 through 8 building. So basically we have the space.
I think there's a lot of ideas. I don't know if we've decided on anything yet, and we probably won't. And, our main focus is being able to help people be informed about the vote so they can go out. And if the people decide to approve this bond, then we'll take some time to be able to decide exactly. Obviously, it will be in the front or the back of the school. There's a lot of advantages that go along with that. There's many schools, both here in Minnesota and throughout the entire nation, that embrace what they call the middle school model, which includes 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And we've struggled a little bit as a junior high because we try to incorporate some of those concepts of the middle school model. We're missing the 6th graders. Yeah. And so it would be great to be able to have them to be able to fit some of the criteria of that model and be able to really fully embrace some of the strategies that are used, that are well researched and have some great advantages to them. I think for the students, it's going to be a positive move too. It's kind of hard to transition from one school to the next, and so this reduces one transition that they experience in their time with us as a district, and that's less people to get to know, less rules and policies and procedures to figure out, less information that needs to be happening in regards to just how things work at a school. And with that, students will have more energy and more time to be able to focus on the real important things, which is what's going on in the classroom, how can I really grapple with the learning that I'm trying to understand, and how can I just continue to improve myself both academically and also in regards to character as we go through the process. So there's some great advantages of that. There's some economic advantages of it too. Currently we share many of our music staff with Willow Creek, so there's some travel time there that you lose out on a little bit, and so we can be able to recapture some of that. There's some part-time staff that, if we combine schools together, we'll have a larger amount of FTE, or a large amount of time that we could be able to offer them while they're here at school. So There are some financial reasons too that just makes a lot of sense. But mostly it's just creating one last transition for kids, making sure that we can be able to develop an entire culture for them, that they can learn as 6th graders and continue all the way through as 8th graders.
To the Owatonna Junior High School if the bond is passed?
There'll be actually quite a big change that will be happening here at the junior high, and that's the addition of the 6th graders coming over and joining us and making it true middle school. So obviously there'll be some construction development in order to create some space for them to be in our school, and then we'll need to be able to think about structurally how we set things up so that we can be able to integrate 6th graders into the curriculum that we have, and also take the curriculum that they currently are working with and bring that over with them to our school.